pornography.
I'll just tag this one to title it pornography.
Get our niche audience going. Well, here it is. It's going. You're gonna get off your game. Oh man, I don't really know what to say to this one because it's been in a very heated argument.
Yeah. It's literally been like 45 minutes.
Currently freaking discussing sexism, racism.
Which is something that we said we wouldn't discuss.
Yeah, I'm not discussing it on here, but I'm just saying, I've just been through a heated argument about it.
Right.
Yeah. But just to get the record straight, I'm not sexist, nor am I racist.
Wow.
Oh man. Hey everybody, Alan's leaving. Go on, tell him.
Can you hear something?
Go on, just
Freaking welcome to Telborg,
shut up!
Freaking welcome to Telborg. I'm your host, Alan.
Just get on with it.
And this is Ben.
Yeah, get on with it. Go on.
What? Oh wait. Oh, we don't have that music again, do we?
What music?
Your soundtrack.
No, it's on my phone.
Frick's sake, man.
Hal's going to the Alps. That's one more place we're not in.
Yeah. I'm moving to the Alps.
Yeah, he's gonna be a driver.
So let's be honest, this is probably gonna be our last podcast for a while until we sort something out.
I'm gonna keep it going though.
Just on your own.
Yeah. Oh man. It's gonna be called the Alone series.
Just Alone Good again.
Yeah. Alone
Which
Good.
I didn't even call it Alone Good because that's a shit name.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about our last podcast.
Let's talk about it. Hey, we watched Interstellar last night.
No, let's talk about our last podcast and our success.
What? What success?
What do you mean, what success? Frickin'.
Oh, sorry, I
shit.
think you meant. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, this awkward porn story as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry about that. We honey dicked it big time.
What the hell? Why did that, go so... I say viral, it's like our version of viral.
Yeah.
How many views
over
has it
100. I know there's so many people out there who've typed in porn on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's come up with
Yeah.
that, and they've thought, God damn, yes, there's going to be some porn stars on here. They're going to be telling awkward stories.
128 views.
Yeah. That is so big. I've never even met 100.
Where did that even come from?
Yeah. It's all those guys that want to watch.
Have you seen
porn.
Have you seen the recent videos from that video as well?
Yeah, I can't even look at them.
They're like...
Wait, what, the related videos?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm like, please don't look.
They're like, it's all about porn stars and porn star couches and stuff. It's like, what?
Maybe, like I said last night, I think we found our niche.
Completely got the wrong market. What happened?
We were after like nerds and geeks.
And we just end up with pervs.
Porn. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Tell them about your freaking job, man.
Alright. I'm working a winter season. And you get, standard winter season job. I'm a driver job.
You're a taxi driver.
No, I'm not going to be a taxi driver.
Oh, sorry, mate. Did I step on a nerve? Taxi.
No, I'm just.
Hey,
not a
mate,
taxi
can I get a
driver.
taxi into town?
Yeah, mate, off in.
Off in,
Off
mate.
into my car.
Chuck it into you. Yeah, well, you're going to be in all the snow and sugar.
Yeah.
Which I'm jealous of.
I'm going to be in the snow.
The
I'm
snow,
very
like,
excited about it.
Favorite weather.
I haven't been in the snow, like, properly for so many years.
It hasn't snowed.
So many years.
It hasn't snowed. Well, I mean, properly. Here for 3 years now.
I haven't been sledging for like a decade.
I haven't been sledging for 2 years. It's because genuinely just not enough snow. And I live up in the hills.
Yeah. But, like, even when I lived... Oh, shit, I almost said where I lived then. Like, my first house where I grew up, that was, like, sheltered. So I never really got snow. I've never really lived anywhere that's gotten snow. But it snowed all around me. Everyone else got the snow. Like, my dad's house, he gets loads of snow there.
Yeah.
Up on the mountain.
Well, I still get what you would define as loads of snow.
Yeah.
Do you know there was a oh damn, I can't even say the name of the town. Anyway, do you know M?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, for Wetherspoons is, right? Do you know, right, it's just a normal town, normal Welsh town, right? Would you define that as being out in the sticks? It's a normal Welsh town. It's got a school, big high school in it.
No, I wouldn't.
It's actually quite a big town, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
it is quite big.
Yeah. Right next to like a motorway, whatever, right? And giving it as little detail as possible.
People are like,
it's got spoons in it and cups, right?
Taking all of that.
It's got, and there was this woman that said to my dad the other day. She said she just moved there, right? And she said, "Oh God, I can finally say I'm out in the sticks." And my dad was like, "What?" She was like, "Out in the country, being out in the sticks."
I think people just think like as soon as you cross the border to Wales, you're immediately.
Yeah, I think as soon as they see green, they're like, "What?" They're like, they think they're freaking Bear Grylls. But I was like, where I live is way more forest-like and wilderness-like. But I still wouldn't count that as being out in the sticks at all.
Yeah. I love the country.
Like,
think about like.
What's your top 3 things about the country
think
that you
about
love?
what the things that you can get away with in the country that you can't.
What, like swimming in quarries?
Yeah.
Hey, me and Al got freaking busted for swimming in a quarry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a Judas.
So they're freaking right. Okay, so we find this quarry
You're
near.
like freaking roll loaders. Though.
Yeah, you freaking roll loaders, right? So we're in this. So we keep going to this lagoon quarry thing.
It's like a place where you can do cliff diving.
Yeah, cliff diving and shit like that. And
Sick.
you'd swim over it and you'd see like old buildings underneath the water.
Yeah, it was.
That was pretty cool. It was pretty creepy as frick,
Yeah.
especially when you go down. We would just you'd paddle with my sandals.
Yeah.
Remember when we took like Summers
Yeah.
and Sam?
We took a boat there.
Yeah, and we saw a newt in the water.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh, the water must be safe then because the newt's swimming in it.
It's like really
If a newt
alkaline.
can survive in it, we
Yeah.
can survive in it. So me and Al, we go there a few times, and it was just you and me that went there this time when we got caught.
Yeah.
And because we were like, oh, let's go have a freaking day out in the sand, so we're jumping in. And then freaking, we're doing this, like, we're trying to warm up. And we're doing these, like, squats, dancing on the spot, and, like, twerking and shit.
For
And
like
it's-
half an hour,
for,
we're like
half
doing all
an hour.
this weird stuff.
We're doing all this weird ass movement. Like, we look like we're gay.
We look like we're gay and we
Yeah.
look like we're being really weird, like proper weirdos just in the quarry in the middle of nowhere, trying to stay warm. We
Yeah.
looked so dorky
It
because I
was
was.
so dorky.
it was-
We were so skinny.
Yeah, it was back
as
then
well,
when we were
yeah.
like not weightlifting
And we
and
in
stuff.
like all Sports Direct gear, like
oh,
all
man.
like just lame ass, cheap ass. Right, so
They
then,
just Sports Direct gear. It's
Well-
freaking sick.
Alright, okay, whatever, man. And then what we look over, and then there's that guy like shouting,
Yeah,
and
there's
like
someone
waving for
shouting
us
at
to come up, and it's quite a long way. And I'm like, oh sugar on the iced tea.
The thing is, we can't escape, can we? Because we're stuck in the
Yeah,
bowl.
we like the only way out is to get past this guy, right? And the police officer, right?
We don't know he's a police officer though.
Wasn't he standing next to the guy?
Yeah, but we couldn't see because he was far away.
Oh right, yeah.
Couldn't actually see.
We only realised when we got closer. Anyway, so we start paddling back, right?
We're paddling back.
Right, we're paddling back, and I'm like trying to convince you. I'm like, Alan, we gotta run.
Yeah, it's like
Al, let's ditch the dinghy, and we can outsprint this guy. There's no way this guy is gonna go on into a full-on sprint trying to chase some guy who were just in his quarry.
We're like in a bowl. We're in a bowl, and to get out, we have to climb.
We are going up the straw.
We have to climb this cliff thing to get out, and they're standing at the top of it.
And we had
There's
sandals.
no way we could get out of this. So we were like hanging our heads in shame. We knew that there's no
we could get out of it.
No, we couldn't.
If you put the dinghy in front of you and then you walked round
we're not here.
So if you put the dinghy in front of you and then was like, oh, we're so sorry, and then as he goes to like go, right, what's your names, boys? You like slowly circle him, and then you just start sprinting. And I reckon we could have outrun them.
I don't. Police officers are healthy. They do exercise.
Alright, I reckon I would have been able to outrun. Maybe not you, but you better not have freaking Judas me.
I would have rolled you.
He lives here. He looks like
It was just that.
It
was so awkward.
So we got up to the police officer, and the police officer was literally the most. He was so bored out of his mind. He so joined the police force because he watched too much freaking CSI. And he was just like, I can't wait to be this superhero guy who's blasting faces off. But little did he know he'd be in a quarry talking to wing nuts.
Yeah, that was such an overreaction. Just calling the police, the whole police thing.
It was, it's not like there was a gang of us. It was literally just you and me.
Yeah.
Weedy ass kids.
And the guy said that he'd been filming and taking pictures of us, doing all that weird dancing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we would have got him done more than he got us done for that.
And we were young, so I was just like, mate, that's a bit weird. We could have got him done. We should have been like, hang on a minute. I'm pressing charges on you, mate. That's a bit weird.
Yeah. We were freaking like half an hour taking pictures of us.
Oh, man.
He said he'd been watching us for ages as well.
Yeah, he said like 2 hours. I was like, mate, that's strange.
Freaking chill out, mate. We're only 2 kids, clearly. And then the police, I don't know why we didn't give a fake details.
Oh, yeah. He just like, hey, what are your details? You could easily
He was like, what's your name? Where do you live? And he was like, yeah, we'll be in contact, like.
And they never were in contact.
Yeah, never.
Thankfully.
Yeah,
we nearly got a big
too scared
fine.
to freaking.
Yeah,
he found out who I really was. He was like, oh shit, there's those podcasters.
Yeah.
We got freaking 120 views on that one porn video.
Oh shit.
Like, yeah, we got power, mate, now. Don't fuck with us. So I never know why we didn't get fined for that. What was it? It was going to be like 200 quid or something.
Yeah. I got caught trespassing loads though. I think that going back to the country thing, like that just happens when you're in the country.
You trespass a lot.
How
many
you don't
times
even realise.
Did we walk to yours or like go on an adventure? Like we used to always call it exploring, and we'd just be like, let's go in a straight line.
Yeah.
And we'd climb over farmers' fences. Like you just keep going, and loads of kids do that.
And the amount of times I've been chased out of fields and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's quite bad, but like that. Oh,
you're not doing any harm though. Like I'm literally not like the sand quarry.
Yeah.
How much? Like
I think
we went there.
I think
to
it's
drink.
because it's on the company if you die in there.
Oh, I guess yeah.
Yeah, but I remember us seeing climbers in there. Climbers in the quarry.
Loads of people went to that quarry.
So I don't know why we got done out of everyone.
We're just unlucky.
Yeah.
Literally just unlucky.
But remember that time I told you about me and Lewis snuck in to that like abandoned what was it? It used to be like I can't remember what it was. Whether it was like a hospital, like a small hospital.
Oh, was it the insane asylum?
No, it wasn't that. It was like a small one.
Oh, right. I don't know.
And there was that dog there.
Yeah.
So me and Lewis like sneak in, and bear in mind, Lewis isn't the fastest runner. He's got cardio for days, but he ain't the fastest runner. And we're looking into this, like, we walk in for ages. It takes us like half an hour to get in. And we walk into this, like, asylum bit, and we're looking into the actual building. And I'm like, I'm not going in. Lewis is like, come on, let's go in. And then we're both there, and it's super quiet. We're both just like, shit, I'm not going in. Are you going, remember? And then we actually just hear next to us some rustling. And we both look over, and it was just this, like, big Labrador dog, right? And it just does that stance where it, like, perks up, and it's like, it just does that. And then me and Lewis are like, fuck. And I go, dog. And I just start sprinting as fast as I can. And all I'm thinking in my head is outrun Lewis, outrun. And
your lifelong friend,
like,
your childhood friend,
yeah.
you're like, outrun him.
And it was actually quite shocking because I always thought that I would take the bullet for one of you guys. But after that, I was like, I clearly wouldn't. I was literally in my head just outrun Lewis. And I was like running in front of Lewis, but just about to conserve my energy so I could sprint more if the dog went for me. So the dog's sprinting after us, right? Lewis is running behind me, I'm running in front of Lewis. Anyway, we get to these huge hedges which we can't get over. So I climb this rotten ass branch and I'm hung upside down on this branch and holding onto it. It's like cracking and everything, so it's gonna go any minute. And I pull myself up as high as I can. I'm just thinking, just get its eyes off me, right? So Lewis he comes running around the corner.
Lewis isn't a very good climber.
Yeah, like, he's not mobile.
He's never been a good climber.
He would not have got the tree, right?
Oh,
so
man.
he comes running around the corner with the dog chasing him. He turns round, he looks at the dog sprinting towards him. And I've never seen someone in like pure fear before. And he just looks at the dog running towards him and just goes, ah! Just a proper scream. Like, I've never seen someone's jaw so open and his eyes so open, right? And the dog just completely like slows down and just like, do you know when you first come in the door and your dog's just greeting you? And that's what the dog was doing. It was just wagging its tail like the happiest dog ever. And I get down from the tree. Me and Lewis look at each other. We don't laugh at all. At all. Because we're still in like, holy fuck, that dog really ripped us to shreds. And then we're just like let's get out of here. So we're getting through these bushes, and the dog's just following us, wagging its tail, like trying to lick our elbows and stuff, like next to us. We get through the bushes, we're like, let's get the fuck out of here, because that was so scary, it's still not funny yet, right?
Oh,
so we get out into this cow's field, right? And we get underneath this fence, and the dog, like, gets underneath the fence with us, and then we're, like, running down this field, and there's loads of herd of cows, and we're like, oh, what should we do? We stop and we're like, what should we do about the dog? Because we've taken the dog basically because it's following us ages away from its home. And the dog literally just looks at all these cows and just starts sprinting towards them. And me and Lewis just watch for like it must have been like a minute, just watch this dog sprint. And it was ages away. And it must have like chased about 30 cows down and over the hill. And the cows were like just sprinting and the dog was chasing it. And we were like, right, we gotta go. So we just keep running, we sprint, we get back to the road, get near the car, Lewis's car, and this woman comes up and she's obviously a farmer and was like, have you seen the dog going this way? And then me and Lewis like panting, got all bushes like on our clothes, and we're like, no, I haven't seen a dog. And we're like, anyway, thanks, see you, bye. And we get in the car and we drive off. We're like, oh my god, that was the worst ever. That was like the most.
Oh wow.
That was the most life or death situation I've ever been in, but it wasn't actually a life or death situation.
I wish I was there to hear his blood curdling scream.
Oh, it was like I've never heard anyone scream like that.
I can
before.
actually hear it in my head. I know what it would have sounded like.
It was just that combined with his mouth, like
just like
totally like his eyes are just like that with his glasses on. It was like, oh my! He just went
that moment.
Like it was the scream. Like this is it. It's over. Like this dog's coming for me. It was so funny to see Lewis like that.
Saw that.
Man, I wish that could be his face could be the thumbnail of this video.
I have been in an encounter with a dog as well, but mine was
What a bad encounter.
No, it was It was supposed to be, but it was just funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't as serious as that one. But me and Gaz were wandering through some like really thorny stuff. Like we just did that thing where you're walking in a straight line, and we ended up like wading through all these nasty bushes and things. And we came out next to the stream. What we didn't realize, it was like at the back of a lumber yard.
Yeah.
So it was obviously someone's property. And we were playing on the stream. There was like a bridge, and we were playing that game where you throw the stick on the other side of the bridge, and you race each of the sticks to the downstream side.
Yeah.
So we were obviously like really young kids, like 15 years old, and then we were like playing there for a while, and then after a while, this guy just goes, "Don't run, or the dog will get you."
Don't move.
And then we like turn around, and there's this huge dog with massive fucking balls, just like dribbling there, looking at us. And Gaz was closer to it, and he put his hands up. I found that so funny.
Please don't shoot. I gotta.
He put his hands up, like really high, like full extended high.
Don't move. Oh, fuck.
Oh, it was so funny.
Oh man.
And then it turned like he started like asking us like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And we're like, we just came out here. We're sorry. We're really sorry. We just came out. We don't know where we are. And then the dog like came over, and he was the friendliest dog ever. Again, like it was just a really I was like tickling it, and he was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
It was so funny.
I think it's very rare to have like a dog that is that aggressive.
Yeah.
But hey, speaking of trespassing,
I guess this is the trespass episode.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the farewell episode, but whatever. Remember Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh frick! I know where this is going. This is good.
Yeah, so
I wish I was there for this.
right, so wait, which one are you on about?
The one where you told me
The
recently.
showers.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, wait, have you said it in the podcast?
No.
No. Right. So we sneak into this like adventure center, right? Well, all these like not kids, but like all these like A-level like students go. Bearing in mind we're in A-level.
Yourselves.
A-levels at the time ourselves, anyway. So must have been. Is this before?
I think you were
after?
17.
Oh, 17. Okay. So we sneak in, right? And it was the coolest thing ever. We had all these signs, these like military signs.
Hang on. Let's do a little description of the camp, because it's like
this huge adventure,
it's like an adventure park, but it's all fenced off. There's really tall fences all the way around.
Huge buildings, right?
There's like spotlights and shit.
Yeah. Like there's it's like it
kind of
looks like a barracks. Like right, it looks like a military like base basically.
It looks like a barracks, yeah.
Yeah, and because there's quite a few barracks like in like 6 like rows and stuff. But anyway, so me and Carl would like always sneak into it, right? And we would like dress up in like SWAT gear and shit, and we would be like literally like it was so fun. You'd be like completely camouflaged, but you'd be sneaking next to like a group of kids, and this was like not a group of kids. Sorry, I call them kids now, but we were kids. I'm not a pedo. It was like I was a kid at the time as well. So they would all have torches, and you'd be like in the forest. And you'd be literally like from here, like where you are now, Alan. You'd be like crawling like through the bushes just like that, and they'd be there all with torches, and you'd be like, you think you're a Rambo. It was oh my god, it was freaking sick.
I can't imagine how much fun that was.
Oh, it was freaking sick, right? And then so we got into like these tunnels, right? Because there was like a whole like cave network underneath this bit, which was like self-built. It's like they built it for like the activities. And we'd go in there, and literally you just hear like loads of people down that corridor, loads of people. And the cave was probably like, if you got on your knees, it'd be here. So you'd be going through it like this, and it was this wide, and you were just like, where are they? And you'd see it open up, and you'd see loads of torches, and you'd be like, oh fuck? And you just start like crawling as fast as you can out the other side. So anyway, my sister was with this guy at the time, right? Bearing in mind, I didn't at this time. I didn't even tell my dad or my sister anything like that I would drink alcohol or anything or sneak into anywhere. So this was like big. This was like, and I did never talk about girls, and they always were just like, why is Ben never like talk about girls? Like, why is he like always so defensive about it? Like, I would never say anything. So I tell my sister all about these stories about this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And so she's like, oh, we gotta come. Me and my boyfriend gotta come, right? It sounds absolutely awesome what you guys are doing. So me and Carl freaking work out this huge ass plan of how we're gonna sneak in. We're gonna sneak into the building, like the main headquarters this time, because we're gonna show them what we can do, right? Because we're like, oh, we're badass doing this. So we get him there, and Carl scouts ahead, right? And this is when we're deep in enemy lines, right? We're deep in, like, it's literally like, it's probably like it would take a long time to get out of there without being caught. So we get in there and we're crawling and we're in these bushes, right? And there's an opening, and then there's the buildings, and the opening's got like all these like spotlights on them and like people like walking past, and there's like the people who work there are in twos like patrolling the site, right? So adrenaline's going, right?
So much
Adrenaline's
fun.
going, right? And we're in the bushes just like this, like these are thick ass bushes, and my sister and her boyfriend's next to me, right? And Carl goes, right, I'm gonna go scout, see if the door's open. He goes in and you see him like going, just like running across, and he's like, and he goes into the building, and he comes sprinting back out, right? And he's like, Ben. And I'm like, what? And he's like, Ben, I can see girls in the shower in there,
my God.
right? He's like, come with me now. And then he just runs, and he runs towards the thing, and he's doing all this sneaking stuff. I look at my sister and her boyfriend, and I know my sister's thinking, nah, Ben's innocent, like he would never do something like that. And I look at her, and I just go, and I just run with Carl, and I never look back, and it was just so, I'm running with Carl, I get into like this bit, right? And there's I can hear the showers, and I can hear all the girls in there. And I just look through this like fan vent, and I'm like, oh baby.
Oh.
And I look through this fan vent, and it's just this like the back of this like 50-year-old woman's head. And I look back at Carl and I go, you said there were girls in there, and he's like, yeah, they're girls. And I'm like, no, freaking what? I've just literally labelled myself as a pervert to my family. For this moment, and it was a freaking 50-year-old woman, and so we come out, and then my sister was like, "Oh, let's go back now," blah, blah. And I never heard the end of that. Literally,
wow.
From my family, I'm just the perv now who goes and, even though I've only done it once, but I'm just the pervert now who like
Well
goes
done.
sneak and freaking look at girls in showers. But what can I say?
Well done. We need a song.
We do need a song. What song do you want to do it as?
I haven't even like thought through this.
I was thinking about a farewell-ish song.
Farewell-ish song.
Farewell-ish song.
Hey, do you wanna hear something crazy?
What?
Gwen Stefani, The Sweet Escape turns 10 this year.
Really? Jesus Christ.
Do you wanna do Avril Lavigne's Never Grown Up?
Yeah. Let's do that one.
Alright. So this week's Telborg song is gonna be Avril Lavigne, Here's to Never Growing Up.
Yeah.
We'll put that. That's
It is a great song.
It's a good song. And it's really
Gets
good.
the blood going,
It's
man.
good in Telborg as
It
well.
is good in Telborg as well.
It's really good in Telborg.
Big middle finger.
Yeah. Alright, we actually need to end this because we need to get going.
You need to get going.
Um,
Right, see you never, Alan.
see you later, guys.
Bye forever, Alan.
I need to leave it like a